Hi, Brian.
Good morning.
Welcome to Closing with Casey. This is our new podcast where we're going to get to know people in the real estate business, right? Anybody that can help in real estate. So, we're going to talk about your business today. And welcome, Brian.
Yes.
Go ahead, Brian, introduce yourself. Let us know who you are.
So I'm Brian Cockman with Bug and Beast Solutions out of Columbia, South Carolina. Started this business 2 years ago, and it's called Bug and Beast. I handle bugs and beast. This comes with a lot of stress and entertainment and danger, but it's just something I love, and I've always been an outdoorsman. It's just right up my alley.
Yeah. And I want to talk to people in our community that I have personally used
Mm-hmm.
because I don't like when people give you a referral for someone and they've never used them or they don't know that person really personally. I love person to person referrals. And Brian, you've helped us in a number of ways. You do all of our pest control at our personal house, and you have been over and wrangled a couple beasts as well. So which at Golden Gate and our house.
Yeah,
And you actually do David's properties too.
I do.
So we definitely love what you do, and we appreciate how good you are at what you do and how responsive you are. So give us the elevator speech without the elevator music.
I guess I would say, all pests, all animals have a place on this earth, but it is not in your home. It can bring disease, it can bring damage to property. So I really just created this business to give people a local, easy option, friendly option that they can call nights, days, weekends to come take care of pretty much whatever you're dealing with.
So what is the biggest misconception about what you do?
I would say, well, a lot of times people think that a pest control exterminator is going to be the dirty bug man that rolls up to your house. I kind of wanted to change the view on that. I'm educated. I went to Furman University, and I just kind of want to change the status quo with that. And also, people think that we just come out and spray for bugs when there's so much more that we do. I do termite inspections for people buying and selling homes, getting mortgage loans. It's a critical part of that process. Control moisture in crawl spaces, make repairs to parts of the house that have been damaged. So there's a lot that we do.
Yeah, I know from personal experience how much you do, and it's very needed in this community. Tell me a little bit about how you got in. I know you're an outdoorsman, but how did you specifically get into this business?
So I was still living in Greenville at that time. That's where I'm from. And right when I finished at Furman, I was managing my friend's sweeper truck company at night for about 2 years, working from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. And it wasn't great money, but it was fun. But I mean, front row seats to the freak show at night. Um, but my wife was like, "You got to get a new job. Like, you can't be sleeping during the day you know, when we're trying to do stuff." So we got on Indeed, found a pest control job at Spencer Pest Services in Greenville. They're no longer in business. They were bought out by corporate. Um, but they were offering good money. I started for 2 years there, and then my wife came to get her master's, and I moved down here and I worked for Home Pest Control, which was also bought by corporate. Um, and yeah, and then I loved it so much, and I knew enough about the people and the community and the actual job that I figured I'd give it a shot on my own.
Yeah, I like that you like the local feel of it
Big time.
as well. So tell us about the most memorable animal call you've ever received.
I would say my favorite is bats. Bats are my bread and butter. I mean, they stink. They're loud. They're they create a big mess. And I had a house in Chapin with about 400 bats living in the attic, and you would pull into the neighborhood and be able to smell them. I mean, you could smell that house when you pulled in the neighborhood.
Wow.
So they're federally protected. You can't kill them. You have to install a bat cone on the areas that they're getting into the house so they can leave safely, come back 3 weeks later, make sure they're gone, take the cone off, seal up the hole, and clean up the mess. And, you know, it's just really helping the homeowner on something like that. They don't know where to turn, and they didn't have a choice. I mean, that just it's bad luck.
So, what is one thing that homeowners can do to make their property less inviting for unwanted guests?
For wildlife, I would say the biggest thing is keeping trees trimmed away from your roof line. When trees are touching your roof, they just walk right over. And then there are gaps that you really don't think of behind your gutters or in your soffits. Um, that's number one. I would say two, look at the foundation and eliminate gaps and holes there. That's going to help with not only wildlife, but palmetto bugs, big roaches that are the size of mice. They won't be able to fit in anymore. Um, Eliminating moisture in the crawl space. But number one is just landscaping maintenance, making sure your bushes and trees are looking good.
Do you handle educating the public, especially kids, about the safety of wildlife and pests?
Yeah, I mean, kind of like I said, everything does have a place, and it is important to look after our wildlife and our insects. They play a huge role on Earth. Um, but also have a healthy respect for them. If you don't know what something is, don't go up to it. Call a professional. Call Bug and Beast. Um, and if I can't figure it out, I will find somebody who will. But yeah, education is super important.
Mm. Yeah. So, are there any myth busting facts about critter control you wish that everyone knew?
I think possums get a bad rap. They get a real bad rap. They're nasty. They eat trash, and they show their teeth when they're angry. But you can put your hand inside of a possum's mouth, and it will not bite down. They just do it for show. I don't believe that the tick myth is true. That they eat all these ticks. They would rather have a Slim Jim, but that's a good myth. And yeah, also going back to the exterminator himself, I think we get a bad rap as just being the dirty bug man, and a lot of us are not that way.
Yeah. So, we're going to do a quick fire round.
Okay.
So, tell me what you pick: snakes or spiders,
Snakes.
day or night calls,
Day.
more scratches or more bites,
More scratches.
and what's your favorite tool in your truck?
Some people carry a briefcase. Flashlight. Flashlight's the most important thing.
And raccoons, friend or foe?
Foe. Foe.
Anything else that you'd like to add or share with us about your business?
I guess one thing that I kind of touched on are the termite inspections for people buying and selling houses. They're called CL100s in South Carolina. That's probably what I'm most passionate about. It's where I can really help people. It's really where I can get out and meet people in the community. VA loans, FHA loans, you cannot close on them without that termite inspection, and it's got to be clear. So once I do that inspection, if there's problems, we can figure out how to, repair those. Yeah, I would say that's the biggest part of my business is CL100s. I love them, and I love helping people out with this.
Yes. Well, we definitely appreciate you coming on and introducing yourself and telling us a little bit about what you do and how you got here.
Yeah.
If you need any bug or bee solutions, you can call Brian. We'll put his number up and his information. And like I said, I just know from personal experience that when we call, you pick up and you're always available. And you have come through in some situations where we didn't know who to call. So to have this connection with you it's really important, just so we can keep wildlife safe and happy and keep the community safe and happy with bugs and beasts.
That's it.
So thanks, Brian. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Casey, and shout out to y'all for getting this started. I'm excited.
All right. Well, thanks, Brian, for joining us.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Have a great day.